Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and I think at the beginning of April, that's around the time when I finally hit the Master rank in Overwatch, and I wanted to put this video off for two reasons. One, because the Uprising event just came out for Overwatch, and I really wanted to cover that, and two, I wanted to see if I was actually going to be able to stay into Masters, because it's easy for me to say, oh yeah, I got into Masters, make all these videos of how to get into Masters, and then just drop back into Diamond and possibly a little Platinum, because but fortunately, actually, that didn't happen. I actually got into Masters again. It was like I was on like a tightrope. I was going into Masters, dropping back into Diamond, go back into Masters, dropping back into Diamond, but then I climbed back in, and then I just got really deeper into Masters. I think right now I'm at 3,645. I'll put a screenshot so y'all believe me when I say I made it back into Masters, and I'm staying in there for the rest of the season, baby. But for this video, I did want to talk about my journey from Silvers to Masters, because I think it's a pretty interesting journey, and I learned a lot throughout my time of climbing the ladder, because at the beginning of Season 3, I got placed around mid-silver or so, and then I managed to work my way up to mid-diamond, and then Season 3 finally ended, and then Season 4 dropped, and I got placed at very low diamond, which I was kind of surprised by, but I just continued to play, and I went back and forth tons of times, and now I'm at where I am right now, which is about mid-masters, and I'm very proud of it. But I'm not trying to make this video just trying to brag, saying, oh, look at me, I'm the greatest Overwatch player of all time, because I managed to. No, I'm not trying to make that type of video. The point of this video is to, one, explain how I did it, to not really go too in-depth, because, one, there's just not one thing that I did throughout my whole entire journey. It's not like I just played Soldier 76, drank a magic potion, and ate pancakes every day and played Overwatch, and I managed to do it. No, there's not just that one sequence of events. It was a multiple different types of things. But it's also to show you guys that these videos that I put out, I just don't put these videos out just for the funsies of it. Sure, it is fun to make these types of videos, but I know these videos do help you guys, and I know they would help you if you just did it every single day, because I know they helped me out. I know it sounds corny, I know it sounds kind of lame when I say, oh, you just need to practice, you just need to stay positive. I know, sometimes even I think it's corny when I watch back on those videos, but it's honestly true. If you just continue to practice every single day and just try to keep this positive attitude, it really can help you climb the ladders. It may not seem like it, and people will disagree, because there's no way staying positive can really work, but okay, then tell me your rank and let me know how you're doing right now. And that's what I've been thinking for some time now, maybe starting a series like how to get out of bronze to silver, or how to get out of silver to gold. But again, I don't know if you guys would enjoy that series. I mean, I take you guys' feedback and comments very seriously, and I looked at the last competitive live gameplay and seemed like you guys really enjoyed that video. I didn't even ask you guys for likes and comments, and you still killed it with that. And again, I'm not trying to ask you guys for likes. I don't really want to be that type of YouTuber, but if you do want to see a series like that, then just let me know, because again, I love helping you guys out, and I feel like I can go a little bit more in depth with how to just get out of a certain tier, because again, a lot is gonna go into how to get out of silver to masters. There's just not one thing, but if I just break it down into little sections, little parts, I feel like it can help you guys out. But I still want to tell you what I kind of did throughout my whole entire journey, just kind of in like a summarized form, to just give you a general idea of what you could possibly do to get out of a certain tier. But if you want to see a more in-depth series, then let me know. And again, I'm not trying to ask you guys for likes, but if I see you guys want a certain type of series, then I'll take you guys' feedback and just feed it back into my videos. Now get into how I kind of just climbed from silver to masters. Again, I'm going to stress this throughout the whole entire video. There isn't just one single thing that I did. It's not like I just picked up Soldier 76 and I got into Diamond, or oh, I changed my sensitivity and I got into Masters. It's not something like that. It's a whole combination of different things, but I kind of picked 5 things that I found most important throughout my whole entire journey, and some of you guys might not like these things, but honestly, they really do help. So the first thing, and this is going to be probably the biggest thing that people really don't believe in, but trust me, it's the same mentality if you were playing baseball or just playing any type of sport, and that is practice. So just taking simply 10 minutes a day, going into the on-about training method and just working on your headshots every single day like how I did, that really did help me out. And again, it didn't make me the greatest Overwatch player of all time, but it just kept me on my game, like, okay, I'm still able to aim, I'm still able to do all this. Even if I didn't play competitive, I still went in there just to do my 10 minutes a day going against Onabots. It really did help tremendously, and I think that's just the biggest reason why how I got from silver all the way to where I'm at right now. And again, some people will think that's really dumb, but I'm sure a lot of these pro players, like the Seagulls out there or the Kefries, that are these top tier players, are practicing every single day. They're not just going into quick play or competitive. Maybe they're taking their own time to go against the Onabots, but I don't know. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do in their own lives, but I'm sure that's something they do. Now, the second thing that honestly did help me out, just learn Overwatch as a whole, was just looking at hero guides, or just looking at gameplay guides of how to play the game, whether that was ultimate guides, tips and tricks, or it's just straight up hero guides. It really did help me out, just learn Overwatch as a whole, and I might start doing that in the future, making some hero guides, but I'm a little bit hesitant because one, a lot of work is going to go into it, but since I put in a lot of work, a lot of people are going to disagree because, oh, they're the greatest Genji, or they're the greatest Tracer Widowmaker of all time, and what you did here is wrong because, oh, I'm platinum and you're, I don't know, man, what would go on, but I might start doing that in the future, but I think I would focus more on how to just get out of a tier rather than just make a straight up hero guides. But again, just looking up guides of people, just seeing how people play that hero a little bit differently than you, and maybe even a little bit better, you start to pick up on what they're doing, and then you implement them into your own gameplay. The third thing that honestly helped me out, and it's pretty straightforward, is just changing my settings around. So the default button layouts, the defaults, the reticles, and the default sensitivity isn't how I play the game. How I play the game is how I changed everything with my button layouts, with my sensitivity, and my reticle. Obviously, I'm not going to go hundreds all around on my sensitivity, but I upped it from the default, which is, I think, 30-15, which is way too low of how I am as a player. So I upped it to like 60-40, which honestly helped me out tremendously because that's how I play a video game. And maybe that's something you need to realize, that the base game of Overwatch isn't how you play Overwatch. You gotta change it to how you feel comfortable, and honestly, with my reticles and with my sensitivity, that's how I am as a player and how I want to perform. The fourth tip from my journey from Silver to Masters might be an obvious tip for you, but that's just learning multiple heroes. So you hear of those horror stories, the people that are one-trick ponies, and I'm even friends with some of these people that are one-trick ponies, and honestly, I think that's one of the biggest reasons of why people cannot climb is because they only play one hero. If you just look at me, and again, I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal, but it's just easy for me to make myself an example because, hey, I learned 76, I learned Tracer, I learned Mei, I learned Mercy, I learned a whole batch of different type of heroes, and honestly, I think that was the biggest reason why I climbed, is because I was so flexible with my hero selection. If someone took Soldier 76, which is a popular hero, then hey, I can play Mei, or hey, I can play Mercy, or Lucio, or maybe even Roadhog, a little bit, not too much, but that's just an example of how me being flexible was possibly a reason why I climbed so much. And now the final tip that I just kind of found throughout my whole entire journey, and this is probably going to be the corniest, stupidest tip that you can ever hear. Some people are going to say, that is not possible, there's no way that helped you climb, but honestly, I'm going to just come out and say, I think this is the best thing that you can ever do, and the number one and the final reason why I think I climbed from Silver to Master is that I stayed positive. Again, there's going to be people in the comments typing, oh, there's no way staying positive, that my teammates are so bad, you can only stay positive so long. Okay, that's fine, but it just came to the point where I realized I'm going to lose some games. Yes, I'm going to get some throwers on my team. Yes, I'm going to get a Widowmaker that think they're the God Kefries of Overwatch, and they think they can every snipe, and then they get a 1% scope accuracy. You're going to get some of those games. Can you control those people? Can you control their behavior or just what they're going to do in the game? No, you cannot. You can just stay positive and control what you're doing in the game. Someone once told me, if it's not in your control, do not stress about it. And I see so many people, especially at the diamond and platinum levels, that are just stressing. Once you get into Masters, I'm getting tons more people that are having fun, that are going to realize, hey, you're going to lose some games, hey, you're going to win some games. You can only control what you're doing, just work on your gameplay. If you lose the game, that is fine. You shouldn't be okay with losing, but just realize it's going to happen. You can't have a 100% win ratio in Overwatch. Even the #1 top tier players aren't even close to 100%, and that's where you have to realize that, okay, it's a video game, I'm here to have fun. You have more fun when you're winning than losing, but realize that losing is a part of Overwatch. And once I realized that just staying positive and just being okay with how the game is going about and not really yelling at the Torbjorn and just building turrets, just realizing, okay, he's not going to get anywhere far, but I am, that's where I decided to climb. That's where I got out of platinum. That's when I decided to climb diamond, and it wasn't an easy journey because it's not like once I realized that, oh, magically I got placed in a Masters, y'all. It's totally, no, it's not like that. Just having a mindset won't simply get you out of a tier, but it's just believing in yourself, practicing, improving yourself, controlling what you can do as an individual. And when you find other people that are also doing like that, there's no reason why you can't win the game. And again, a lot of people are gonna blame their teammates and saying, well, that's gonna be really hard since I'm in gold level. Yes, but that's where the series possibly could come into play, where I say how to get out of gold to platinum and just going more in depth with it. A lot went into it, and but I think the main reason why I climbed so much is because I stayed positive. Most of my games, did I get mad? Did I get pissed off? Oh yeah, I definitely did. I was slamming my desk, I was yelling it when my mic was muted. I got really pissed off throughout my whole entire journey, but I think the main part of why I climbed was when I got rid of that toxic mentality and just try to adopt this more positive, corny, loser-like mentality. And I didn't mean to call it loser, but maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you just need to learn a hero. Maybe you just just need to learn how to just change your settings, or maybe you just simply need to learn how to stay positive. There's just not one thing that you can adopt that can change everything. You need to adopt a multiple of things to help you improve. I'm all hitting my desk and whatnot, but honestly, that's just my main reasons why I climb so much, and hopefully it does help you out. I just wanted to make this video short, but I went over my time limit, so I'm gonna end the video right now. Hopefully you can climb. Hopefully this video does help you out, and hopefully I can start a series that can help you get out of certain tiers. So love you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.